Okay everyone, so welcome to the second part of my Ninja Gaiden 3 playthrough. This is the second chapter on Master Ninja mode, or second day, or whatever they call it in this game. I'm not sure why they changed days to chapters, but then again, I'm not really sure why they made a lot of changes to the series with this installment. So, my previous video was supposed to have commentary like this, the live commentary, but somehow the sound got really distorted a little ways through. I think something is really wrong with my mic, and I am hoping that using this PlayStation camera will help remedy the situation a bit. But in any case, I will not be talking over any of the cutscenes, so you won't have to worry about that. But I will be talking a bit over the gameplay, so with that said, I will shut up.
この先に建築途中で放棄された超高層ビルがあるの。そこから衛星発信したデータをハックした各国の通信システムに乗せて世界中にばらまいたみたい。
可能なのか。
世界を丸ごと変えるぐらいのお金があればね。
一体何者だ。
相当な資金力を持つ組織と見て間違いない。今日国連で対策会議が開かれるの。おそらく緊急部隊を派遣することになるでしょうね。本部からはあなたの支援を続けるよう要請がありました。引き続きよろしくお願いします、ハヤブさん。
ああ。
車で近づけるのはここが限界。
十分だ。
うちの研究者が開発したの。試作品なんだけど。
これは
刀とは違って弓なんだけど、ロックオン機能がついてるからあなたなら簡単に使いこなせると思う。
ああ、助かる。
ええ、気をつけて。バックアップするわ。
So, as you can see, you're going to want to shoot down all of these guys. I really wish that, even though Ryu only gets swords throughout this game, I wish that he could do, you know, melee attacks. Oh, Jesus. I forgot about these guys. Yeah, I wish that he could do hand-to-hand fighting, like he does in Dead or Alive, or something like that, at least just to give us a little more variety. I do know that the downloadable weapons are supposed to be coming out soon. I think in April. April 3rd, I think the Falcon's Talons are supposed to release, and then the Scythes are like midway through the month or something like that.
あやねか。
颯様より預かりました。
人乱丸。耳が早いな。
大使に来いとのことです。一時貸すだけだと。
すまない。颯によろしく伝えてくれ。
その腕、一度里で見るべきかと。
ああ。この件が片付けばいずれ立ち寄ろう。
ご無事で。
Okay, so thank you, Ayane.
忍者とはそういうものだ。
So now we have Hayate's sword, the Jinranmaru, or however you pronounce it. This sword is okay. It's I don't like it as much as the dragon sword. Even though the dragon sword was pretty basic in the beginning of the game, you never get the dragon sword again until like the last moment in the game, which kind of sucks. But yeah, who cares? So as you can see, in order to take out the dudes who are dual wielding the knives, you're gonna want to trip them up first. So do a dash toward them, and then you'll be able to do your Azuna drop combo to them. And you will see that I do the Azuna drop constantly. And it's not because I suck at the game or because I don't want to do other combos. It's that you're essentially forced to do the Azuna drop constantly, because if you stay on the ground too long, you're eventually going to be thrown, and when you're thrown, you take massive damage. So you're going to want to be in the air as much as you can, or try to activate the Steel on Bone, yeah, just try to activate a few Steel on Bones with the weaker enemies. You usually won't be touched while you're doing those, and then you can do obliteration techniques afterward. But yeah, for the most part, you just have to keep staying in the air, which kind of sucks. It's one of my main complaints with this game. So yeah, as you see, just dash into these guys and then Azuna drop them in order to take them out. And those guys are really, really annoying if you don't take them out as quickly as you can, because they throw kunais at you, and those things are really, really annoying. They constantly stop you during combos. Even when you're doing an Azuna drop combo, they can hit you with one of those. So I usually try to go after them first. As I said already, it's kind of hard to talk and play at the same time. I'll try to do more Steel on Bone so you don't get bored watching me constantly Azuna dropping. And also, as you can see, I have an ultimate technique charged up. Usually like to save it for a bit. But yeah, I'm not gonna save it that long. These guys are they can essentially be taken out by any attack. Any combo you do, they'll get damaged by. They rarely block. On Master Ninja, they seem to block your Flying Swallow attack far more often. But besides that, you couldn't just wail on them constantly. Though when you're surrounded by a group of these guys, you should watch out. Just try to separate yourself from them, so you don't get mobbed, because they do like to throw you after a while. And yeah, there is the first gauntlet. Didn't go too badly. Let me just check. Okay. So I really do not understand the horrible reviews that this game is getting. Well, it's not really getting horrible reviews, but IGN in particular gave this game a really horrid review. And it's really nonsensical too. I do not understand how this game got a 3 out of 10. I mean, it's definitely not as good as the other games, there's no doubt about that, but to say that this game's a 3 out of 10 means that it's completely broken in some way, and the actual game mechanics are broken. The game itself feels unfinished, sort of like Sonic 06, but worse than that. Like, I'd probably give Sonic 06 a 4, but because it was still playable for the most part. It was a broken game, but it was playable. But this game is, I don't know, I think the lowest score I could see someone giving this legitimately is a 5, and that's definitely understandable with some of the glaring flaws in this game. The lack of variety, the slowdown is really bad in this game. I rarely heard people complain about the slowdown in the reviews, most likely because they only played on normal mode, but I started this game on hard and the slowdown was there from the get-go. And Master Ninja, it's far more exacerbated, just because of all the stuff that's going on. There's far more enemies and enemy types, so the game really slows down a lot. I don't know if it slows down as much as the 360 version. from what I've heard, the 360 version slows down more, but I'm not sure if that's the case if you install it to your 360. I did install this game to my PS3 though, and it still slows down quite a bit. But yeah, this game does have some glaring problems in it, and I think this level in particular is sort of indicative of all the things wrong with this game, essentially. Especially because you're constantly using the bow in this level. Oh, and especially for a later battle, really hoping that goes well. The battle against those alchemists or mages, I'm not sure which they are. And a tip for anyone who does not want to fight every battle, you can skip this battle altogether. Which I'm going to do here. Because I just do not feel like constantly Azuna dropping everyone again. Even though I'm going to have to, but yeah. And of course the kunai climb, I do not like at all. I don't know why, the mechanic is just weird to me. And this guy saw me, I thought I could... Oh, doesn't matter. QTE. A lot of people hate the QTEs in this game. I don't think they're that bad because... I don't know, they don't really feel like QTEs. They feel more like in-game things, even though they're scripted sequences, I guess, but... Nah. Who cares? So once again, with these guys, since there's not really any other enemy type here, just these weaker enemies, you can do a lot of steel on bone stuff. I'm still not really sure about how that's activated. To me, it just seems random. Like, the enemies get bloodied up after taking a bit of damage, as you can see. But, and I know that you can do the steel on bone once they have the blood on their bodies. But I'm not really sure how to activate it. I always try to do the heavy attacks against them, and it seems random to me as to whether or not the steel on bone is activated. You can do steel on bone even if they aren't bloodied up too. So I'm not sure how that's supposed to be activated. But if it is randomized, it is one of my bigger gripes with this game. Yeah, see, I was just trying to do the steel and bone. Here we go again. It's not working. I did an obliteration technique, but... Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. I still don't know how to activate it. I've only played through this game once, as you may or may not be able to tell. I've only played through on hard mode and just jumped into Master Ninja. Ah. And here we go. Just projectile spam these guys. You could try to do the ultimate technique if you guys are charged like I do, but usually end up missing when you try to hit the motorcycles. So I will do a Nimpo. Which is kind of useless to use right there. The ninja dogs are really underpowered in this game compared to how they used to be in Ninja Gaiden 2. In Ninja Gaiden 2, the ninja dogs could destroy you. In this game, they're more of a nuisance. As I say that while I'm getting beat down by them. But they're really not that bad. It seems like they're less aggressive too. I don't know. But yeah, one of my main problems with this game is the lack of weapons, for one. Even though you do get different swords, but that doesn't count at all. And that is going to be remedied somewhat with the downloads, but still, why not just wait to put the game out and ship it with the weapons? Just do not understand the logic of these companies these days, but yeah, that as well as the slowdown. The slowdown gets really bad, and also the God, what is it called? Oh yeah, the lack of the delimbing kind of sucks. Even though the obliteration techniques are still in the game, but I don't know. I like the delimbing better than Steel on Bone, since I'm still not sure about how you activate it. If anybody knows how to activate it, be sure to tell me, because I have no idea. And of course, as I said earlier, slide into those guys using the dual swords, and then do an Azuna drop combo to them, and they will go down. And once again, Steel on Bone, I have no idea how I did this. It really sucks when a game mechanic in this sort of game is randomized like that. Oh, and something else that hinders this game somewhat due to the slowdown is the dropping of your inputs, and also the dashing. The dash jump is just really finicky in this. I don't know. There's a lot of things wrong with this game, but that doesn't mean it's a bad game. I'd still give this game maybe a 6.5 to 7. I think I'd probably give it higher once the new weapons are released, but as of right now, it's most likely a 6.5, I guess. But in no way is it a 3. And here we are with this battle. So, as you can see, one of the bigger things wrong with this game is that sometimes you can't even really fight the enemies properly. You have to do hit and run tactics like I'm going to be doing throughout this whole fight. I'm essentially just going to be spamming the arrows, and I'll do small little combos to these guys, but it's just mostly hit and run tactics, which really sucks. And the reason that you can't just like straight up fight these guys is because they constantly throw. Constantly. As you saw, I just almost got damaged by a throw right there. And they'll all just, like, as you see, they'll all just group around you. And there's no way to dodge all their throws because Ryu's not as reactive as, or he doesn't move as fast as he did in the other games. During combos, you can't cancel out, or you can't cancel combos to dash out for the most part. Like if I'm in the middle of a combo, like a 3 or 4 hit combo, I will be stuck there watching them about to throw me, knowing that they're about to throw me, trying to dodge, and I can't do anything because Ryu can't move yet. I don't know why they lowered his moving speed or his ability to cancel out combos, but it really sucks. And it also sucks that there's no combo, at least at this point of the game, until I get the Blade of the Archfiend later on in the game to take these guys out. I just have to keep doing hit and run tactics, which I really hate to do. But then again, the game is still relatively new. Maybe there is a strategy to use against these guys without the Blade of the Archfiend. But as of right now, this is this is the best that I could come up with. And also keep in mind, this is only my second playthrough, and that really sucks. Okay. It's really odd trying to speak and play at the same time. See, every time their arms glow like that, their hands I mean, that means they're about to throw you. And they also make that weird sound. That sound that he just made when he got shot. But usually when they make that sound, they're about to throw you. And as you hear, they do that constantly. So if you were in the middle of that, there's no doubt that you'd be destroyed by them. Man, I hate resorting to stuff like this, and I am almost dead. That is perfect. I'm being kind of sloppy here because I'm speaking and playing at the same time, which was the case during the last video too. Though I'm not sure if you noticed me screwing up at all. So yes, not much to say. God, this just sucks so much. I really hope the Scythe or the Falcon's Talons, I think this is Falcon's Talons, remedy this somewhat on Master Ninja, because this is ridiculous. I cannot believe that I have to resort to stuff like this in Ninja Gaiden. Oh yeah, and the running square, that does pretty good damage to these guys. And it usually breaks their throw, as long as you're not in the middle of a combo, like targeting another guy, and then the one behind you tries to throw you. But, if that makes any sense. Not sure if it did, because I'm concentrating on this. And yes, they continuously try to charge up their alchemy powers, or magic powers, I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're mages or what. They'll constantly do that. If you see their hands glowing, be sure to do a flying swallow toward them, just to break their magic. And this guy was bloodied, so I knew I could Azuna drop him. When they're bloodied, you can essentially do any combo you want, for the most part. Every so often, they'll still dodge you, but even if they dodge you, can try it once again right after. You should be able to hit them. I think. I'm hoping that's the case. Okay. Oh, he's bloodied. Try to get him. And another problem, Ryu doesn't always target the person that you... Actually, that happens constantly. Like 65% of the time when I'm in the middle of a group of guys and I'm pointing in one direction, Ryu will just turn around and swing at someone else. I do not remember ever having that problem in the other Ninja Gaiden games. I don't know why the auto-aim is so weird. Or the auto-aim takes precedence over your aim. I don't know why that's the case. It's just really strange to me. Especially when you're in the middle of a group of like 10 guys and you just want to aim at the one, the most powerful guy, and you're aiming at the weaker enemies. Then the more powerful guy just ends up throwing you or something, you just die. Really rage-inducing. So, the boring fight is hopefully almost over. These are the last two, so... Or, now it's the last one. Should be able to take him out. As long as I'm not too stupid. I barely have any energy left. Come on, guy. You know you want to die. I should probably stop using the bow, but... Yeah, I'll stop. See that? That combo is usually pretty good against them. But, yeah, it's hard to do it when they're all around you at once. But I do really hate that battle. Really sucks. Sucks I have to resort to such tactics. Such cheap tactics. And more kunai climbing, which I do not care for. So here's a QTE right here. I turned off the button prompts just because they annoy me. Just do not like seeing those on the screen in this game. For the most part, it's pretty obvious as to what to do. You see Ryu about to fall off something, hit X. If you see him going toward a wall, press R1 and L1, and then start kunai climbing. And if you see a locked door or something, just hold down R1 and L1 and mash the O button. If I remember correctly, anyway.
でもドームならタワーに通じるモノレールがあるわ。解析したら詳細位置をナビゲート。はやぶさ、この音楽は？
Ah, the Muramasa shop. How I wish you were in this game.
気をつけて。
With plentiful weapons, and elixirs, and herbs. Alright, so I need to pause this. Okay, so this room has these dual-wielding knife dudes. They have the baton guys, well, the glow stick guys as I like to call them. The glow stick guys can be Azuna dropped as long as you do the 360 spin into Azuna drop. So all you have to do is, oh, and of course there are dudes with rockets everywhere. You may or may not want to take them out first. Depends on how the battle's going, really. But as usual for the dual-wielding knife guy, slide into them and then Azuna drop combo. For the glowy stick dudes, you have to do 360 spin, triangle, or the Y button if you're playing the 360 game. Then you hit Y again, and then you do the Azuna drop combo. I usually start the Azuna drop combo against a weaker enemy, and usually the glow stick guys are pretty close to me during that, so I sort of cancel out the Azuna drop combo from the weaker guy into the stronger one, if that makes sense. And that was bullshit right there. I couldn't move at all right there. The guy just threw me. That was ridiculous. See, 360 Azuna drop. There you go. Should be good. I cannot believe that guy threw me there, though. That does happen pretty often in this game. It's freaking pisses me off. I have no idea. Or maybe you do if you did play, if you are playing Master Ninja, but it's horrible. I just hate that. There's like a slight delay between Ryu's kill animations, and there's a brief window where they can attack you. And or maybe it was just that I wasn't mashing the button fast enough, but I don't know how much faster I can mash these buttons. So there we go, Steel on Bone. Could do it to these weaker enemies, as I said earlier, really easily. And that is not what I wanted to do. That is what I wanted to do. So as you can see, these guys are pretty easy to take out. It can be annoying if you don't know how to take them out that way, though. And, or if you don't want to use that tactic, I'm not really sure about what else you can use in order to take those guys out. I mean, you can do normal combos against them, but you are going to be ambushed by everyone else on the stage. And as I said earlier, it kind of sucks that we have to resort to these cheap tactics, but I mean, at this point in the game, I really don't know what else to use. So once again, if any of you guys know, be sure to tell me. And more Steel on Bone. And I have my Nimpo and my ultimate technique charged. Probably save this. Oh my god. And that's something else I hate. When you finish a group of enemies, and there's sort of like a scripted little sequence right there, like as you saw where the shutters opened, to show you that there was another group of enemies coming, you always lose your power-ups that you charged up. So if you had an ultimate technique charge or Nimpo charge, it's gonna be gone, which is really stupid. I don't understand why you can't just take your Nimpo or ultimate techniques to the next battle. You're essentially forced to use it during the battle that you charge it in, which sucks. But yeah, weird design choices went into this game. Just do not understand them. Once again, not that the game is bad, because it is a good game. That's the thing, it's just good. Whereas Ninja Gaiden is usually great. But anyway, let me try not to do a Azuna drop to this guy. See if I could do a different combo, take him out quickly. Doesn't seem like anything's really working. And I can't even use the obliteration tech? Wow. Okay, whatever, game. Yeah, it's like that. Every enemy has a set combo you have to use, and I did not mean to fall down there. Every enemy has a combo that they're susceptible to, and you have to constantly spam that combo in order to take them out. It's really stupid. So right here, we are going to have to fight that chopper. Don't really worry about taking damage here because there isn't another gauntlet up ahead or anything. There is a falcon that will refill your energy soon, so if you do end up taking damage like I am right now, don't worry too much about it. As long as you don't die, you should be fine. The chopper's not too bad to take out, even though the rockets are just annoying. Yeah, sometimes I just do not understand how that works. So let's move. Wait, where did I come from? Definitely was not. Oh. Wait, where is it leading me? You'd think I know if I beat the game earlier. Oh wow, I am an idiot. Wow, that was a cheap shot. Couldn't even move yet. So once again, don't worry about how much damage you take here. Even though I am about to die. Okay. Wow. Well, I guess I'm... Oh. Or not. Okay. Well, that went terribly. But yeah, as I said, some of the worst design decisions are exemplified with this level. It's because of the constant use of the bow here. It's just freaking ridiculous. And I forgot about this. But yeah, I hate the amount of bow usage that goes into this level. It's just too much. Far too much usage of bow. And once again, we are going to get another sequence of bow spamming. Okay. And now we are introduced to these. Oh, I hate these guys so much, so much. So these guys hover around with their jetpacks. They'll shoot their machine gun at you. If they get close to you, they'll use their flamethrower, as you see right now. What you usually have to do is just jump around and shoot them. I'm trying to hit this guy that's right next to me. For some reason, the bow refuses to lock onto him. So I guess I'll just Izuna drop him. Yeah, big problem with shooting at these guys is that sometimes the bow just does not register a hit. Even though you're aimed directly at them, they're not moving or anything. The bow just will, I guess it'll just disappear through them or something. Or phase through their bodies. I'm not sure why that happens. Bad programming, most likely. But yeah, it's really annoying, especially in the boss battle later. During the last phase of the boss. Really pisses me off, but yeah, let's continue our bow spam. Bow spam fest. Yeah, it's not really not that interesting to watch, I know. And there are still more guys coming at me. More? No, not no more. I know it's not that interesting to watch. It's not that interesting to play this either. This sequence anyway. And another helicopter. You can use that wall right there to block some of the rockets for the most part. Pretty easy to dodge the rockets here. Even though I got hit while I was saying that. And another QTE sequence. Really obvious as to which buttons you're going to press here. No, you're following the X button, so yeah. Alright, I'm going to have to pause it really quick. Okay, so this battle coming up can be really annoying because there are so many guys spamming rockets at you. I really, really hate this so much. I mean, I prefer the projectile spam in Ninja Gaiden 2 to this, because at the very least I can deal with it with the guillotine throw and the obliteration techniques. But in this, the guillotine throw does not exist, which is ridiculous. So once again, you will see me spamming the Azuna drop, which sucks. And of course, as I said plenty of times, these guys are susceptible to the dash attack, which will trip them up a bit, and then you'll do the Azuna drop to them. In this section, you do want to take those guys out as soon as you can, because they are really kunai happy in this section. I'm not sure why. I guess they see the guys shooting the rockets and they just follow suit. Tried to flying swallow that guy, did not work out well for me. But more Azuna drops. Wow, that was close. Okay, so I have my Nimbo charged. May as well refill my health. Something that I'm not too critical about was the decision to take away the souls, or the essence. I mean, I don't know why I called them souls, but yeah, I mean, after a while, it started getting well, not really. I did like the essence, contradicting myself. Yeah, I like the essence, but I don't mind the fact that there is an essence in this game. I think it was kind of a good idea to sort of force you to fight the enemies. It's just too bad that you sort of fall into the same patterns when you're fighting these enemies. I mean, there's really no room for, you know, your own tactics. You're forced to do what the game wants you to do. I mean, in other games, some enemies were more susceptible to certain weapons than others, but you could still take them out with, like, the Master Sword or the flails or something like that. There was always a way to take them out in different ways, but in this game, I'm just forced to use the same combos over and over again. Really annoying. But I don't want to be bashing the game throughout the entirety of this. Just pointing out weird flaws that they made. And more Azuna dropping, as you can see. I really hate this battle. Yeah, to me in this game, the difficulty is artificial. It's not like a real challenge like it was in Ninja Gaiden Black and Sigma. And I mean, even Sigma 2 sort of had that sort of artificial difficulty curve, just because once you were thrown, you were dead. That was it. But I mean, even in that game, you could get out of that situation pretty easily. But I should shut up because this is a cutscene.
層へ向かう。
このままじゃ持たない。脱出して。
Okay, so in order to open this, just hold down L1 and R1 and mash the O button. I'm guessing on the 360 it's the left trigger and the right trigger, and the B button. Okay, so in this section, don't even bother with these guys. There's no real reason to take them out, unless you want more karma, I suppose. But I really couldn't care less about karma at this point. I just want this level over and done with. So you're gonna attempt a kunai climb here, but then something happens. And of course we need to fight another helicopter. Not that we aren't tired of spamming the arrows. I really love the music in this game though. The music, and I love the graphics. I really don't know what IGN was talking about with the low graphics score. This game has really good graphics in my opinion. Not the greatest graphics of all time, like Crisis or something like that, but it does have really good graphics. It's too bad the frame rate just does not keep up on higher difficulty levels. I'm not, as I said, I'm not sure how the other difficulty levels are because I've only played this game on hard mode and Master Ninja. But anyway, cutscene.
生きててくれて嬉しいよ、ユウハヤブサ。素早い対応だったね、日本政府にしてはなかなか。ただ残念だが、もう何も残ってない。
何者だ？
錬金術師だよ、蘇ったんだ、現代に。
なんだと？
美しいとは思わないかい？開発途中で破棄された超高層ビル。春から高みを目指し、神の怒りに触れたバベルの塔だ。世界の終わりを始めるのにこれほどの場所はない。
病事はいい。
無粋な男だな、まったく。君たちの国にはわびさびという風雅を愛する文化があるのだろう。ところで右手の具合はどうだい？東欧に伝わる呪いの一種でね、殺戮の教主と呼ばれている。
殺戮の教主。
あらゆるものは固有の振動数を持つ。重曹の言葉に竜の剣を共鳴、分解し、君の腕に怨念とともに溶け込ませた。簡単なことだよ。
怨念だと？
いいか、君はどれだけの命をその手で切ってきた。千か万か、切られた者の血と憎悪、今君の腕の中にある。うめき声が聞こえては来ないか。そのうめきはやがて君の腕を腐らせ始め、最後には全身に回り死ぬ。あっけなく死ぬ。どっちが先かな。世界が終わるか、君が死ぬ。私が何者かと聞いたな。君と同じだ、竜ハヤブサ。我々は同類なのだよ。右手に見えるは生命を傷つけ殺す者の刻印。間違いない。君は闇に生きる殺し屋だ。
まやかしか。
楽園の残骸、打ち捨てられた夢のムクロには幻こそがふさわしい。そう、所詮全ては幻。あらゆるものはパラレルに広がった無限の中で揺れるデータの寄せ集めに過ぎない。さあ、おしゃべりの時間は終わりだ。戦い、傷つけ合うのが君の宿命。人を殺すのが君の務めだろ。
Okay, so another helicopter battle. Except this one is a little different because you need to shoot the... Oh my god. You need to shoot the glowing rocket launchers. Once you take all of those out, the helicopter is essentially done, but there are a few phases to this boss. Once you destroy one like that, you get a little QTE. And yeah, you're trying to get to break through the cockpit, which Ryu will eventually succeed in doing, but yeah. So once you're on the wing, just continuously dodge this guy until you see the that middle sort of squarish shape glow yellow. Once it does, as you see right now, you can attack it. And once again, QTE, just jump off and you'll land on the platform here. Okay, so here now the helicopter will start dropping bombs on you. And the bombs have really weird hitboxes. I mean, sometimes I'm pretty far from where they explode and I still get damage. I don't know why. It's really annoying. And of course, if you have the amount of power that I currently have, when the helicopter tries to charge you, you will instantly die. It's essentially an insta-kill at this point, if your power is this low. If you're better at doing this than I was, which I'm sure a lot of you are, you'll be fine, but if you weren't and you have this amount of power, it will get you. Or it won't get you, but if it does hit you, you will die. So another kunai climb sequence. Not that we aren't tired of doing this. Just keep dodging until the wing, or until the plane gets level again, or the helicopter, I mean. And now those jetpack dudes are back, so shoot them with your arrow. Try not to get shot up. And once the yellow square lights up, take out this guy. Oh man, I hate this battle. I hate this part. Alright, so I've died on this like at least 10 times. So annoying. I hate this part. As far as I can tell, staying on the opposite end of where the helicopter is probably the best spot to be. Just keep dodging back and forth. I usually try to make it sort of a triangle on the ground with Ryu, if that makes any sense. But don't go too far from the ledge, opposite of the helicopter. And oh wow. See, if that would have hit me, I would have died. Which happened to me like the last 3 times. Friggin' annoying. Usually happened while it was in the air, which it almost just did again. And I hate that the cockpit it targets the cockpit. Why does it do so when the cockpit does no damage at all? Why would he even target it? Why? It's so annoying. Alright, shut up. I know that it does nothing. It's not my fault that he auto-targets it. I can't do anything about it. I mean, I can try to change my aim in midair, but the reticle moves too slowly. Okay, so I finally finished this. So just mash the attack button here, and the battle is over. And that is the end of day 2, Master Ninja mode. Oh yeah, and also just hold L1 and R1, or the 2 trigger buttons on the 360 for a while, and yeah, this will end. Thought this was such a stupid way to end this boss battle. It's just retarded. I don't get it. And of course you need to jump off. But anyway, with that said, I will leave you guys with the last cutscene, I guess. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. And you'll also see the results screen at the end, but yeah, not that it matters much.
先端の起爆装置で刺さったものを爆破できる。
一つ聞きたいんだが、
どうぞ。
俺を使って試作品のテストをしていないか。
そ んなつもりはないわよ。ただうちのラボに一人変人がいて。
変人それって僕のこと？
あなたのような変人が他に何人もいたら世界はとっくに。カンナ、どうしてあなたがここに？この子のことをお願いしたはずでしょ。
辞令さ、石神が来いって。
カンナまで一緒に連れてくることはないでしょ。おとなしくお留守番しててって言ったでしょ。今回の仕事はとっても危険なの。安全なところでママの帰りを待っててね、カンナ。
一人はもう嫌だって聞かないんだ。それにさ、この件のせいで安全な場所なんかないよ、どこにもね。
仕方ないわね。
この子は君の？
ええ、紹介が必要ね。はやぶさ、私の娘のカンナ。大丈夫カンナ、怖がらなくていいの。このおじさんは怖い人じゃない。
おじさん？はじめましてカンナ。俺はリュウ。よろしく。
カンナ、失礼でしょ。ごめんなさい。
いや、こっちこそすまない。驚かせてしまって。
で、僕の紹介は？
ああ、はやぶさ、こちらはクリフォード・ヒギンズ、陸自特殊研究班嘱託の科学者。
それだけ？
他に何か？
まったく兄に向かってひどいね。どうも、はじめまして、クリフです。武勇伝は金がね。
ただの噂だ。
では、まあそういうことで、とにかくよろしくお願いします、はやぶさ。それで水木、早速だけど連中の正体がつかめたようなんだ。
本当なの？
ああ、ロード・オブ・アルケミー。錬金術の種って意味なんだけど、LOA の方がわかるかな。
LOA？